Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? So today you're on my webinar called Advancing Women's Leadership, Leading with Grace and Grit. I will explain to you why leading with grace and grit. And if you guys have been following me long enough on my social media, you will realize that I keep saying the term humanity empowerment. So today you will understand that. And I've been writing a lot on choosing soft, strong, because I find that a lot of women, we are so strong-minded, alpha women, we just want to fight, we want to be the men, we want to be the men, and we are disabling our men and boys to man up. So this is all about that and so much more. And whatever you're going to learn today, I'll try my best to cover all the 30 plus slides I've done, but any which way, I will record this and be sharing it with you guys as well, okay? So coming back to the topic of woman empowerment, how many of us have heard the term woman empowerment in our lives? But have we ever heard the term man empowerment? So what is it about woman empowerment? I would love to hear from the chat box. You can type to me when you hear the word woman empowerment. What does it even mean to you or stand for you? So the bulk of the humanity is talking about gender balance, equality, feminism. They just want to fight and fight and fight. And there's a lot of human rights, but women's rights topic. And then here you see girls just want to have fundamental human rights. At the end of the day, freedom of choice. But truly, when we hear the term woman empowerment, to me, it's very condescending because, let me tell you why. As a young girl, hearing the term woman empowerment, I used to believe that women are weak and that I need to be empowered. I'm not good enough. I don't deserve love. I am not pretty enough. I need to this, I need to that, and I need to change who I am. I was never contented with who I am. And I've spoken to many, many, many people in my life, and especially also to the men, the boys. And I asked them, what do you understand when you hear the term woman empowerment? They said, some of them say, truthfully, some men are so vulnerable, they share with me, they say, I feel left out. And I'm like, oh, that's really cute. Like, you feel left out. Yeah, because they keep talking about the women and girl child, like what happened to us? And I'm like, that's true. But then a lot of men take the term woman empowerment and misuse it, and they feel like they are superior and better. And that make them put the women down. And that's not helpful at all, if you know what I mean, right? So as you've seen on the poster, unleashing your inner queen with advancing women's leadership, it's because I feel like we are all women of power, right? I want you guys at the end, before the end of the webinar, to feel fearless, fierce and fabulous, but with a lot of balance, divine feminine energy and masculine energy. If you are a man watching this, it's great. I'm happy to know this. And you too, you have your feminine energy and your masculine energy because God created us in pairs, not just you and your partner. You have the yin and the yang within you, and that makes you wholesome. That's the divine masculine and feminine energy coming together. Okay? Now, so the point here is to also share with the ladies that you are a queen and you are women of power. And before the end of this webinar, I want you to be in acceptance and understand that you are a queen living in God's kingdom. And if you are a man, you too know that you are a king living in God's kingdom. King, they rule. Queen, they manage. King are not masters to make their wives or their children be slaves. Likewise, the queen, a lot of women are afraid to even own up that they are a queen or own their inner queen because they say, oh, Zai, I cannot adapt to this title or this thought. And these are women with PhD degrees, senior role in the companies I'm talking about. I'm like, why? She's like, I don't know, I just cannot. Because a lot of times, and I spoke to this with my friends and people I know, they said, because a lot of times people who act like they are queen bee, they act like bitches, for example, or whatever. And the king, the boys, the men who think they are king, they are just acting like masters, treating people like slaves. So we need to understand the role of the king and the queen in God's kingdom. Hence the birth of all this webinar. Okay? And so for those of you who are ready to accept and understand that you're a queen or a king here, let's talk about you being the women of power. Are you ready to accept this? Or do you want to decline the offer? Are you ready to embrace wealth? Or do you still want to choose to live in poverty? Poverty is not just monetary, it's mindset. Are you refusing God's blessing upon you? Are you ready to start living your truth? Or you just want to stop and be stagnant? I suppose if you are watching this, you came on board because you want to accept that you are a queen, a woman of power. So the webinar agenda today, what we're going to be doing is this. We're going to cover some stories of how you can step up to turn your pain into power, to move from victim to victor. And then entrepreneurship mindset. I want you to learn some tips and techniques of how you can apply the Miztiq formula of truth for your problem-solving, decision-making skills. Authentic presence. I'm going to share something on effective communication and collaboration, and then I'm going to take Q&A in 1 hour or 45 minutes now. We'll do that, okay? And someone's not muted. And what I want to share more is what you will gain from the main masterclass. After this, I'm planning, Ukaya, you have to mute yourself. Okay, so from the main masterclass, I'm planning to run a 2 days masterclass live or a 3 hours, 4 sessions, something online. I will send the details to you. The goal at the end of the day, guys, is this. What you will gain from the main masterclass is this. Restore hope, renew faith, regulate your breath. I'm gonna learn how to breathe next week with a teacher. Yeah, and for release past trauma, refine intention, rediscover your true purpose and meaning of life, recognize the temple within, reconnect with the creator, and relive life strong, soulful, and success. Because as long as you don't take care of the well-being part, the money, the benefits will not be attracted to you. Sometimes you wonder, why am I doing so much, but I'm not attracting abundance or the right clients? Because you are not taking care of this. Then you will find your career, then you will find your higher purpose, and then you become the star human that you want to be. Okay? And what does healing transformation do for your personal and professional growth? This is what I'll be working on deeply with those who want to work on your deep works, moving from being emotional to exercising the divine energy in motion, emotion. Then you want to step up to turn your pain into power, move from victim to victor, move from hate to love. So hate to love is for you to stop feeling helpless, anxious, trapped, and empty, to feeling liberated, optimistic, victorious with empathy. We go deep, deep, deep in the masterclass and on the online sessions. And being a damsel in distress, every time victim mode, to being the queen of his kingdom, inshallah. Okay, so my name is Zai. Normally, I get people to introduce themselves on my classes and stuff, but it's okay. We'll just go on. I want to get to know each of you personally as well. So a bit about myself. These are some of the accolades I've collected. This is just like 20%. I couldn't put everything in there. So Iconic Global Woman Creating a Better World for All by Women Economic Forum. 101 Most Fabulous Global Coaching Leader by World HRD Congress, mentor for US Department of State, author of 2 books. I want to show you guys. This is one of my books, Turn Your Passion into Profit. And the other one is, it's blurred, right? 5 Things I Love About Being a Woman. Yeah. And we've converted our first book into a Braille book, which means it supports the visually impaired and the blind. UAE's top 50 influencer. Recently, this picture this picture here is the Filmfare Middle East Award, Most Influential Woman 2024, Certified Gallup Coach, Certified Psychotherapy and Positive Psychology Entrepreneur since 2001. That's like 23 years of entrepreneurship. But all of that is not the most exciting things that's happened for me or that I'm doing. This is it. So Step Up Journey is all about speaking to people, training, coaching, mentoring. And here at the bottom, if you see this picture of me with the henna on the cake, it's something that I used to do a lot, drawing henna on hands, teaching people. And I lived in Japan. I did a lot of stuff. I was running my hijab business for a while, got bored. And then I was in Jordan, Morocco, Yemen for 2 years to learn Arabic. But that was when I realized I was not traveling. I've been to 37, 38 countries now. But I was not just traveling, I was running away outwardly. Then I learned I need to go on an inward journey. And that's when all this business of 10 years of Step Up Journey started. That's when I decided or knew or was inspired or called to write a book, speak, train, coach, and mentor, and help so many people in the world. So I really hope that through this, you guys are already inspired. And inshallah, you guys will also find your true calling, be it on your own. I took more than 20 years to do it myself. Today, I help people to do it in 6 to 12 months and to find their truth. If you prefer a shorter coaching, of course, we have that as well. Okay, so here are some accolades. I need to move this to show this picture. So this picture with me and Madam Halima, she's the president of Singapore. She said, "Dear Zai, congratulations on the publication of your book. Listening to you, I feel greatly inspired. I'm sure that people will be inspired by your story." And this is from the president. Like, I put this big golden thumb here because not only did I make the president of Singapore proud, here I have my mom and my elder sister who joined me on the launch of my second book. My mom passed away 5 years ago, God bless her soul. And then these are some other credible testimonies that I've had, interview with the media and stuff. And why am I sharing this with all of you? Okay, I will share with you now. Because all of this didn't happen overnight. Sometimes when we want success, we hope for it to happen like next moment. Even me preparing for this webinar, I think I spent more than 10 hours putting together all the contents. I think I cried and meditate for more than 20 hours to get inspired to make this for you guys. So things are not built overnight. It takes time and it's going to be super worth it because you saw all the accolades, all the testimonies. So now a little bit of inspiration for all of you. Are you ready to step up, to think out the box and overcome personal mindset barriers? If yes, you can say on the chat box, yes, so I know you're ready. I want to share a little story how you can step up to bring out the resilient, confident, compassionate leader in you, okay? So here is a little journey of how you can step up to turn your pain into power. If you see this spine operation here or this x-ray here, this is my beautiful spine now. 8 screws, 2 metal rods. I met with an accident in 2005 and doctor said I will never be able to walk anymore. Even after the operation, doctor said to me, even after the operation, this is before he opted on me. He said, "May you only have 5% chance of walking again." And this morning I got inspired. I said, oh my God, God is Ya Qadir. He's the enabler and he is the disabler. Who am I? Something for you to think about. Who are you? Okay, so then the screws, and then I couldn't walk, and then I had to learn how to walk again. It took me 8 to 12 months to tell the doctors I am sick and tired of being bedridden. I want to learn how to walk again. I decided 1 year into the accident, I want to move from victim to victor and get up again. I wanted to serve my mom. I wanted to live my life, and I knew God gave me a second chance to live, not for nothing. That was the moment where I started questioning life. I said, what is my purpose? So guys, whatever that I'm sharing, I want you to also reflect. What is your purpose? Why are you put on earth? What is your special calling? How do you want to serve others? And before you serve others, you want to take care of yourself. So these are all works that need to be done and can be done because I'm working on it as well. Okay, so she broke her spine, not her spirit. This was me featured in the new paper after I released my second book. If you realize the book cover here, this is the very first edition. You can just take the first step first because maybe you need to change the cover later. Maybe you want to edit something else. Even while I was doing these slides, I said, oh, I want to change this. I said, halas, just run this first and later on do what you need to do. Don't be too hard on yourself. How many of us are very, very hard on ourselves? think about it. So to move from victim to victor, you need to arm yourself with confidence. Cultivating confidence is one thing. Outwardly confident and inner resilience. So that's why I share in my second book, 5 Things I Love About Being a Woman. You see this little girl here, and then this woman with a cape, right? It's her as well. All of us, this is bonus, all of us have an inner child. Our little girl, and boys, your little boy. You need to heal and love her and embrace her. Because when you do that, a lot of healing will take place. And when a lot of healing take place, you can step up to be the strong soulful success you are meant to be. This is experience speaking. It took me since now 13 years of working on my healing journey and realizing, oh, I could do this better. I could do. So that's why I help people today to do this. So talking about confidence, there's 2 types of confidence. Confidence of superiority versus confidence of humility. There are times when you go to some events, I know there's at least half of you in here that is super confident, or maybe you I mean, you have a lot of talents and stuff, but when you go to an event, you just play it down because you think, I don't want to brag, I'm cool, like I'm chill. No, you need to understand the difference between confidence of superiority versus confidence of humility. Okay, this we will teach in the masterclass deeply because it takes at least 30 minutes to 1 hour to just explain this and for you to practice it. So now my question to you is, what are your dreams and goals? What are your fears and frustrations? What are your wants and aspirations? Are you ready to step up to be on a healing transformation? Because a lot of my clients, when they come to me, it's because I want to start a business. I want to be a motivational speaker. Oh, I want to write a book. I want to do this. I want to do that. I said, and I look at them and I said, have you worked on your healing? How are you inside? You're going to portray on the outside. Because in this age and time, people can read energy. People can tell real from fake. Forget about people. If you have kids, your 2-year-old can tell you, why are you so fake? So it's something for you to work on. And I want to share these images that I that I worked on that I super love, and I want to share. This is a story, right? So if you see this girl here, she's looking at herself in the mirror with a lot of love and appreciation. How many of us truly appreciate ourselves? And here, this girl holding the mirror with all these masks. Are we ready to take out that mask and unmask and live an authentic life? And when you spot good energy, you can vibe with it because you are real. Okay? And here, you see this girl, she's plastering her heart. This girl here on the extreme right, she's saying no, learning to say no, establishing healthy boundaries. And this woman below here, she's planting her brains, her mind with knowledge. And look here, we have the man here. I think this is blocking. I want to show you. I don't know if you can see this. This man here on the bottom left. Because the woman is doing that, maybe they will nurture their partners, maybe they will nurture their sons. More importantly, this men also need to man up because there's too many men in the world with anxiety issues, every time sad. How many men have we met that is truly secure, emotionally, mentally, financially, spiritually, socially, honest, loyal, respectful? We really lack quality boys and men. And it starts with us, women, as mothers, as nurturers, not to put the whole burden on you, but it starts with us. When we learn to be soft, strong, our men can man up. You know what I mean? And then we can live in peace. We can heal. We can fly. Got it? Deep, right? These pictures are so amazing. Tell so much of story. So anyways, our intended learning outcomes, moving from victim to victor mindset. I think I've covered a lot of that for you guys already. Not my hijab. Okay, and number 2, applying strategy. This Miztiq formula of truth I'm going to share with you now, and then the communication skills. So for the Miztiq formula of truth, this is the 5 chapters in my book, Turn Your Passion into Profit. If you haven't read the book, I would encourage you to go get it, read it. Okay, and we also have an e-school on the website that is an online masterclass for you to learn a lot, from branding to entrepreneurship to mindset shift to forgiveness, everything inside the online masterclass. And it's at a very, very, very minimal fee because I want to make it affordable for those who cannot afford my one-to-one or group coaching. Okay, so the Miztiq Formula of Truth coming out from my book, Turn Your Passion into Profit, is this, TRUTH. So this is on how do you apply and how do you achieve an entrepreneurial mindset? Because not everyone's born to be an entrepreneur, right? Yes or no? But everyone can have an entrepreneurial mindset and should have an entrepreneurial mindset, because before you do anything, you need to think, where are you headed? You want to reflect. You want to understand. And when you understand, you can take action strategically. Then you can heal others. And before you heal others, you want to heal yourself. Done? So, applying the Miztiq Formula of Truth, I'm going to go through this quickly because this is, again, something we do in the masterclass or in our one-on-one coaching. Will take hours, okay? So, think, what is the challenge or problem or issue you wish to resolve, or a goal you wish to achieve in life? Then reflect, what's the best desired outcome? Then you can understand what are your available resources. I call it the KSA, the knowledge, the skills, and the abilities. And then you understand, oh, I have this, but I need support. I need this. I need a shortcut. I need someone who's been there, done that to show me the way. And then taking action. You want to discuss as a team and effectively communicate to the relevant stakeholders. Your stakeholders, maybe you don't have a company like big company or MNC or whatever, but maybe you need to communicate with your partner. Maybe you need to communicate with yourself. You know what I mean? Or even to your kids. So these are things that you want to understand. Communication, guys, is something that I wish we were taught before we were born, like even entrepreneurial mindset. And then healing others. How do you refine the ideas to align with the initial intention? So when you heal others, before you heal others, you heal yourself. So refining the ideas to align with the initial intention here means, as you already put together ideas, you want to go back to where you thought, okay, is this really aligning with my initial plan, or can I tweak it along the way? These are things, how you apply the formula of truth. Okay, if this is making sense and you guys are thinking like, oh my God, there's so much of value already, I'm fried, please comment in the chat so I know that is making sense, okay? So as I said here, in taking action, right, you want to discuss as a team and effectively communicate. Communication is a whole master degree on its own. Okay, what is communication like these days? I want to ask you, what is it like these days? So look at this picture here. What does it say to you? Type out the answers, what you see in the boxes, okay? I want to. Yeah, so let me see, what did you all type? Nice answers. Okay. Violence. Shunt. Finding fault in others. Blame game. Exactly. Friction. Well done. Listen, just answer. Listen, just answer. What's that? That's cute. Teamwork. Okay, wait. Let's go through this. So what is communication like these days? This one is like, I don't care what you say. Ignore, abandon, or you're fighting, right? And then the blame game. The blame game is crazy. I hate it when people blame or misunderstand us, right? And then here, this one with the red guy standing alone. A lot of people working in the corporate world is like primary school, you know, guys, I work with executive coaches, like primary school, they're like, oh, my colleagues, they don't want to be my friends. They have groups and they leave me alone. And I'm like, dude, you kidding me? But it happens, okay? And then misunderstanding. And what do you see here? Overwhelm, right? Like I want to speak and everybody wants to speak. And then conflict management. This is happening not only in the workplace, not in the business world, at home. This is a whole master degree on its own. Effective communication and collaboration. I emphasize a lot of this in my authentic public speaking coaching masterclass, if you want to know more. Okay, so what is effective communication and collaboration? What would it look like to us? Since you've answered, now I will answer, okay? It has to be two ways. You see the two arrows? It has to be two ways. It has to fix and meet. The puzzles have to meet, have to match, right? And then here, I like this picture of everyone in harmony, coming together in harmony. Isn't that what we all want? Peace and harmony and love at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, guys, our ultimate goal is to achieve authentic presence in silence and speech. This is something we teach as well in the authentic public speaking. Or if you need a one-on-one coaching or counseling for this, I'll be happy to help you. Because have you ever had like a tea or coffee with some friends? You're in a cafe, you're just seated and no one's talking, not because you're on the phone, no one's talking, but just because you are just enjoying each other's company. Being together in silence. If you can find that kind of people, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It can be a friend, it can be your dog, I don't know. But it is so priceless. And another thing about presence. Being present is the greatest present. I always say this and I repeat this. Okay? So I hope this is making sense for you guys. A bit emotional now, but it's facts. Okay? So, how do we achieve effective communication and collaboration? You must ask me by now, what is it? How is it? This is something everything that I'm sharing with you guys, I think I charge corporate clients $5,000, $10,000 to work with me on. I'm giving this to you guys because I think this is going to make meaning. And just knowing if this is a value of a free webinar, what will it cost? What will it be? And what kind of value will it be for you to embark on a one-on-one coaching or group coaching? It's going to be not only life-changing, it's going to be healing, a lot of learning, a lot of growth, okay? So effective communication and listening skills. L-U-R-E. Lure of communication, I call it. If you look at the pictures here, again, somebody want to try? What is L? It's for you to listen. And not only to listen with your heart, with empathy. Is for you to understand. To understand. You understand doesn't mean you understand everything completely. It can be messy, like what you see here in this drawing, right? It's messy, but you try to understand again, not just with your mind, with your heart. Empathy. And R, how do you respond? Do you ask questions? Do you clarify? Do you overreact? Do you respect the person? And execution, E. Now the matter is being communicated. Who will take action? A lot of times people don't take action. They just listen, understand, they don't even respond, they react, and then nothing's done. Not just at work, at home too. This is one other tool. So I've taught you from Law of Truth, Law of Communication, a lot of other stuffs earlier, moving from victim to victor. And now this other thing is one of my most favorite, which I will give to you for free because I'm happy to do it. So art, how do you spell art? A-R-T, right? So art, look at these pictures below here. What do you see? The art is something that I put in the book, 5 Things I Love About Being a Woman. So the first picture here you see is someone clapping because they appreciate somebody's work, for example. Okay? R, what's that? To respect. T, to trust. And you notice I didn't just say communication skills. I say listening skills. I can imagine and see some of you, duh, you don't just talk, you must listen. Because a lot of people just like to talk. They talk, 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 talk. They love to listen to themselves. They don't listen to others. Are you like that? This is very, very important question because it may sound like a joke. A lot of people speak just to listen to themselves or they don't even hear what they say. It's very dangerous. So appreciate, respect, and trust. We always expect this externally. Do we appreciate and accept ourselves? Do we respect and trust ourselves? So things that need to be worked on. So time for review. I want you guys to tell me in the whole last 30 minutes that I've been sharing, what are some of your like OMG moments, aha takeaway? And if you are watching the recording, please pen this down and send me an email or WhatsApp or whatever, you know where to reach me on social media. Tell me, Zai, I just watched this and this is what was my best takeaway. Please share with me on the chat box. Anyone? Kenapa ni direct message? Talk to them. uh, oh, no one. Oh, you're thinking. You're still there, right? Oh, oh, Leora is good. Okay, thank you, Zai. Okay, I will. Amazing. All of you like the lure of communication. I know why, because it's gold-plated. I love the glitters of it. Cool. There is a technique why a lot of people do not understand or don't apply communication and listening skills. It's all inward. Because we are defensive, we are this, we are this. It's a lot of healing that need to take place before um we can authentically be present and serve. Wonderful session, very inspiring. Lure. Love the lure. You guys are so cute. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, so are you guys ready to embrace that you are a queen living in God's kingdom? This one, I want an answer. Are you ready to embrace that you are a queen living in God's kingdom? Are you ready to embrace that you are the king in God's kingdom? This is so important, guys. And it's so deep. The day you start saying yes, a lot of big stuff's gonna start happening for you, just for your info. Born ready, good one. King, yes. Perfect. Okay. So I want to ask, does anyone have any questions? I'd like to take some questions. Yeah, go ahead so we all can learn from each other as well. You can unmute yourself. Can I pause the share? Yeah, I can pause the share. So how to understand what is your end goal is not just about the product and the service. Like I said to you earlier, I knew I wanted to. Serving God is in serving his creation. Again, one step before that, I prayed so hard. I said, God, what is it? What do you want me to do? How can I help people or how can I help myself? What is next for me? Before I left Yemen, Jordan, Morocco, Yemen, 2 years, my mom gave me a red card. She says, enough of traveling. Please come back to Singapore. Travel after I died. And I really did. I started living in Dubai now. Anyway, so I kept praying. And then I said, God, what? He said, this serving God. So your mission statement, that will link to your higher purpose. Then take the first step first. I said, okay, I started speaking to people. People started asking me this, that, so many things. And then I said, okay, the one phone call that came in, the lady who said, Zai, one lady on my Facebook connected with me. Zai, I need to talk to you. I called her, spoke to her, 10 minutes. She said, thank you for talking to me. I was just thinking to commit suicide and I feel better now. And when she said that, I said, oh my God. I didn't say, oh my God to her. I said, oh my God to myself. And then I wrote the book. And then the books became speaking. The speaking became training, became coaching, became mentoring. So my end goal is still the same. I want to help the world. I want to teach. I want to share. I want to change the world. I am on a step-up journey and I want to teach people to be on a step-up journey. Do you understand me? Great question. Thank you for the question. Anyone else have any question? Or shall I continue with the slides? I will
Thank
continue.
you.
Most welcome. I can help you gain clarity on what is your higher purpose, because I think that is the most difficult thing. Because to understand your higher purpose, you need the 3D system. I have a video on my YouTube that I share about unlocking the chains. I will send you the link. Write to me on whichever platform. I will send you the YouTube video on the 3D system. Tell me and I will send it to you. So for the 3D system, you need to diagnose your strengths and identity. That's why the Gallup Strengths Finder is very helpful. I paid $10,000 to be a Gallup Strengths Finder coach because I said, oh my God, this tool is so helpful, but it's not enough. You know your strength, you know yourself, you need to get
Move, eh? Move down, down. I don't want to hear noise. Yeah? Okay.
you know your strengths, you need to get past your past. So the psychotherapy and counseling part comes in. So the 3D system is diagnosing your strengths, getting past your past, then desire check, knowing what you want, listing down the goals based on who you are and what you feel you're called to, and then deciding how you want to take strategic actions to move forward. Because a lot of times people think, I just want to do this. They decide what to do, Rokaya. They decide what to do, and then they don't know who they are. They don't understand what's blocking them. They don't understand the mindset. They don't understand why 2 steps forward, 10 steps back, or you cannot even get started. Mental block, emotional block, social block, everything block, 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 block. How to move forward? Need to clean the energy. Go do your salt bath, cleanse your energy. All of that included is healing transformation. Then you can desire check, know what you want, then you can move forward. Okay, I am going to continue sharing my screen, my amazing slides that I just did for all of you guys. So I took some Q&A. I'm happy I shared some answers. I hope makes sense to you guys. And we are 10 minutes into the call. Before we end, I will still be happy to stay and take any questions after this. This is recording, yeah? Yeah. So how many of you are ready to take action to step up? Or you choose to waste your time? Say, it's okay, I'm cool where I'm at. I just want to be cool. Are you ready to take small steps? Because small steps are better than no steps, okay? And if you are ready to take small steps, the first step to taking the first small step is to zero your cup. This is something I share in my books and in my training as well. How to zero your cup? Because if you don't zero your cup, you cannot feel new energy. You have to empty the cup, throw out the garbage, and then new energy, new mindset, new ideas will come to you for you to move forward. So I want to invite you to step up. Yeah, you see these images here? And step up and fly because you deserve to. Enough of being stuck. So if you need help, ask us, reach out for more info on how you can get your mentoring, your coaching, your teaching, your guidance, your whatever that you need. If you just need an advice, do ask because you need to step up and you need someone who's done it to get you to move forward. You can try doing it yourself. It took me 20 over years to get to where I am. So maybe you are twice as smart as me. It would take you just 10 years. So take your time, but don't take your time. Take your time. If you need support, I am here for you guys. Okay, and where to find me is exactly where you found this link. But if someone has forwarded it to you, maybe then you can reach out to me on Miztiq. This is all my social media handles, Miztiq, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, what have you not. I have a blog which is dead, I think. And then there's the website. On the website, if you go to the website, it reaches my WhatsApp directly. The email is there, the number is there. So this is what it is. Thank you, everyone. And if this has made meaning to you, drop me a WhatsApp and ask me for the Google review link and I will send it to you, or I could just email it to you guys. I will appreciate a little bit of appreciation from you all, some hearts, some testimony, some screenshot, and then you can share it to your people on your social media to help spread the message and the works of Step Up Journey out. Yeah, this is the best gift you guys can give to me for this, I don't know how many hours of spending time to do this and to reach out, and that would be really, really, really helpful. Okay? Oops. Yeah. Anyone have any question at this time? Of course. Most welcome. Thank you for having you. Of course, thank you for being here. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, everyone. I will stop the sharing. I will stop the recording. Impossible. Yes. So Zaria asked a question about how do we know if the signs of what we are called to do are the sign. So Zaria he's a father and he's an entrepreneur. He wants to share with men how to be fatherpreneur and also to inspire the boys. Because in Singapore, or rather in Southeast Asia, where we come from, there's not many of such role models actually in the world. So it's a very good opportunity. So he reached out to me and he said, okay, I want to do something. I need some mentoring and coaching and stuff. I said, okay, let's do it. So inshallah, it's going to be on the program. Number 2, now he's asking again, how do I know this is my sign? So my answer was, what was my answer, Zari?
Take the first step to reach out to you.
He took already the first step to reach out to me, and I said, oh my God, brilliant. And at the same time, I actually was running my Brave Leadership Men Empowerment program, which I've never done before, Men Empowerment program, which I've always preach and speak about the last 2-3 years. So when he reached out, that was when I was launching it, and I was launching it, he reached out. I'm like, perfect, maybe this is the guy who can run it for me. You are an answered prayer for someone like me.
That's
You
nice.
see, how do you know you are a sign? Because you are an answered prayer from someone as well. And how many men out there need support?
God.
A lot. We really lack quality boys and men, and I will not be shy to say it. And I say with a lot of love and respect, we really need to do a lot of work together. So that is a sign. But a lot of times we already meet the sign, we already meet the opportunity. Our heart is so adamant about it, like, damn, this is it. But we don't move forward. Because remember I said about the 2 steps forward, 10 steps back. And or staying stagnant and numbing and not moving forward. Because we resist. We resent. We feel we are not good enough. We self-sabotage. We always think, oh, I'm going to do this or this. No, God inspired you to do this and this. So let's do it. Why not? A lot of times we have resistance and we are fighting, but our heart says this feels so right, but why does it feel so wrong? I recently went through a dilemma as well, a very personal thing, but very big deal, like dilemma. I'm like, how can this feel so right, but it is wrong, impossible? Then no, because I'm supposed to do this and this together. Then I didn't realize, and then when I realized, I'm like, God, why did I have to cry for 2 days? Pointless. But it's okay. When I cry, I receive my answers. I stop talking to people when I'm silent. God answers to me. That's it. This is how the magic is done. Okay? It's already 6 p.m. If anyone have any more questions, feel free to reach out. If Azari wants to continue the conversation, let me know. If not, everyone are very, very free to leave the room. I'll check out your chats. Send me a message on the WhatsApp or on the social media. I'll be very happy to have a conversation with every one of you. Okay? Thank you. Ciao.